Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Sharon frames Daniel, Diane flips out on Jack, and Heather bombshell. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal things are shaking up in Genoa City ahead of November sweeps. This week, news of Heather's veil bloom, death spread throughout town as Daniel, Michael Graziadei, was left wondering what happened. Meanwhile, Sharon Case, worked overtime to get her story straight and put on a good face despite being terrified she would get busted. In the latest preview video for YNR, we see new twists and turns coming in the Who Killed Heather storyline. It isn't all about Heather though, as the hit daytime drama prepares for sweeps month. The Abbott family has been falling apart and Diane, Susan Walters, is about to make things so much worse. The Young and the Restless spoilers teased that Sharon takes drastic measures to cover her tracks in Heather's death. In true soap fashion, Sharon kept the bloody towels she used to clean up Daniel and Heather's apartment. Thanks to one final push from Cameron Lyndon Ashby, Sharon frames Daniel by putting the bloody towels in one of his cabinets. It's very sloppy, to say the least, proving yet again Sharon isn't thinking. A flip of the scene shows Chance, Connor Floyd, dropping a bit of a bombshell on Daniel. The cop suggests something unexpected occurred when tracing Heather's phone. We know Sharon downloaded an app to block the phone from being traced, so it's a safe bet that's the shocking news. Meanwhile, a distraught Lucy, Lily Brooks O'Brien, wants answers and Chance won't stop until she gets them. When Chance reveals he has one more person to question, we all know it's Sharon who gets interrogated. Will Sharon succeed in framing Daniel, or will Chance see right through the setup? Over with Jack and Diane, their nice dinner goes awry after she lays into him because she does not see how much she's changed. Diane goes off on her husband, accusing him of thinking she's still the same manipulative bae she used to be. Jack isn't having her outburst, but the footage cuts off before we can see where things are going between these two. Y&R spoilers did tease that Victor, Eric Braden, relishes in causing chaos in the Abbott family. Perhaps this is what the spoilers are talking about. After all, Michael Mueller, stole an idea from Jabba this week, thanks to Diane leaving her computer open. Jack will no doubt blame his wife for that situation. Be sure to tune in daily so that not a moment of the juicy entertainment on the hit CBS soap is missed. In Genoa City, the secrets buried beneath the surface are about to bubble over, leaving a trail of devastation and betrayal. This week on The Young and the Restless, Sharon takes drastic measures, Daniel finds himself backed into a corner, Diane loses control, and Heather drops a bombshell that will shake the Newman-Abbott clan to its core. Sharon's dangerous gamble. Sharon Newman has always been a survivor, but now she's desperate to protect her family and reputation. After weeks of simmering tension between Sharon and Daniel, things are about to explode. Sharon recently uncovered some incriminating information about Daniel's involvement in a shady business deal that could take down half of Genoa City. Knowing that the walls are closing in on her own secret financial missteps, Sharon realizes the only way to secure her future is to divert attention by framing Daniel. The plan Sharon concocts is intricate and ruthless. She plants fabricated evidence linking Daniel to a series of questionable transactions with a mysterious offshore account. Using her charm and connections, Sharon manipulates a private investigator to help her pull off the scheme, ensuring that all fingers point toward Daniel. As Sharon watches Daniel from a distance, her emotions are conflicted. There's a part of her that regrets targeting him, knowing the friendship they once shared, but her fear of being exposed trumps all other feelings, pushing her deeper into the darkness. Meanwhile, Daniel has no idea what's coming. He's been busy focusing on his own life, unaware of the storm brewing behind his back. Things take a sharp turn when Daniel gets an unexpected call from the authorities. Panic sets in as they inform him of their intention to investigate his financial dealings. Daniel, blindsided and confused, scrambles to figure out what's happening. The cracks in Sharon's plan are there, but she's banking on Daniel being too rattled to defend himself effectively. Diane's meltdown. Elsewhere in Genoa City, Diane Jenkins is facing a crisis of her own. After finally winning back Jack Abbott's heart and stabilizing her relationship with her son Kyle, Diane's world begins to unravel. It all starts when Jack makes an impulsive business decision without consulting Diane, which reignites old insecurities she's been trying to suppress. For Diane, Jack's unilateral move is a reminder of how fragile her position truly is within the Abbott family. Diane had worked tirelessly to regain Jack's trust after years of deception and manipulation, but now her anxiety grows as whispers circulate in the corporate world that Jack may be planning a major merger that could push Diane out of the decision-making process altogether. One evening at the Abbott mansion, Diane confronts Jack about the rumors. Her calm demeanor quickly deteriorates as Jack tries to explain that he wasn't deliberately excluding her. Jack insists that he was acting in the best interests of the company, but Diane doesn't buy it. She accuses him of betraying her trust and undermining her position within Jabot. "I thought we were partners," Diane seethes, her voice cracking with emotion, "but it seems like you're still treating me like an outsider, like I haven't earned my place in your life." Jack tries to soothe her, but Diane is beyond reasoning. Fueled by paranoia, she lashes out, accusing Jack of plotting to push her out of both the business and his life. Her outburst shocks Jack, who's left wondering if they can truly have a future together if Diane's trust in him is so fragile. The situation reaches a boiling point when Kyle walks in on the heated argument. Stunned by his mother's accusations and erratic behavior, Kyle struggles to mediate between his parents. But the damage is done. Diane's meltdown has shattered the delicate balance they've all worked so hard to maintain. Jack's faith in Diane begins to waver, leaving their relationship hanging by a thread. Heather's game-changing return. Just as tensions reach their peak between Sharon, Daniel, Diane, and Jack, another major player enters the scene, Heather Stevens. After years away from Geno City, Heather's return is far from a social visit. Her reappearance is tied directly to Daniel's unraveling situation, and she holds the key to a devastating revelation that could change everything. Heather's history with Daniel is complicated. They share a past filled with passion, heartbreak, and unresolved emotions. When Heather first comes back, Daniel is cautiously optimistic, hoping that perhaps they can mend their strained relationship, but Heather has other plans. Heather drops by Daniel's studio, where he's still reeling from the accusations against him. She's calm, collected, and unsettlingly mysterious, which only makes Daniel more nervous. After some pleasantries, Heather cuts to the chase. "I know about the offshore accounts," Heather says, watching Daniel's face closely, "and I know Sharon's involved." Daniel's heart stops. How could Heather possibly know about that? But before he can respond, Heather reveals the real bombshell. She's been quietly investigating both Sharon and Daniel for months, hired by an anonymous client who has a vested interest in taking down certain power players in Geno City. "I didn't want to believe it at first," Heather continues, her tone somber. "But the evidence is overwhelming. Daniel, you've been set up. Sharon framed you." Daniel's world tilts on its axis as the truth sinks in, but before he can react, Heather delivers the final blow. The person who hired her is none other than Phyllis, Daniel's own mother. Phyllis had been working behind the scenes, determined to protect Daniel from his poor business decisions, but willing to expose Sharon's dirty dealings in the process. Heather leaves Daniel with a choice. Either he exposes Sharon publicly and clears his name, or he risks everything: his career, his freedom, and his family's future. As Daniel reels from Heather's revelation, Sharon's carefully constructed plan begins to crumble. Meanwhile, Diane's emotional spiral threatens to destroy everything she's fought to rebuild with Jack. And with Heather back in town, it's clear that the stakes have never been higher. In Geno City, secrets are a currency that can ruin lives, and this week, the cost of keeping them will prove too high for some to bear.